Tindy C from Radio 4. And it is Sunday the 29th of April and I am at the Leicester Leisure Centre and I'm joined now by Mike Foster. Hello.
Hello there. Hello.
And I believe you are the coach for the Leicester Cobras.
Yeah, I'm one of the coaches. The game that we've got today is a first division team that's coached by Matt Foden, who is also one of the players, so you'll see him both coaching and playing today.
So who are Leicester playing today?
Leicester are playing the Cardiff Celts. And the previous game that we had with them, this is our last game of the season, we lost by 2 points. So this is a real grudge match. We've got to beat them today. So being at home, it's our home venue, so we should stand a good chance of winning them, I would think.
So what can I expect today?
Well, wheelchair basketball is a sort of a unique sport. It's a game where both men and women can play together, and disabled and able-bodied people can play together. But the game itself is very fast and furious and lots of action. You'll see people going at very fast speeds in chairs, doing very quick turns, crashing into each other quite a lot of the time, and occasionally sometimes coming out of their chairs. So it is quite a fast and very exciting game to watch.
And Mike was just telling me about the different members in the team.
In the league teams, you can have one able-bodied player on court at a time, and the rest of the players obviously have to be disabled. And the teams have to have a good range of disabilities within their squad. One of the things that you'll notice particularly today is that you've got quite disabled people playing and some really fit and active guys, and they all have to work together as a team to actually make it all work. So it's quite an impressive game. And the other thing about wheelchair basketball is it's one of the unique games that you can play at national level, where you've got guys and the ladies all playing together. We've got players at GB level, we've got a first division team, we've got a third division team and a development team, and it's just an ideal opportunity for people with disability to all join in together. So I'm sure, being your first time to actually see a game, you'll be thrilled to bits.
Oh, I'm really looking forward to it now. Thank you. The game has now started. It's only a few minutes into the game and the Cobras have scored twice. I must say, this is like something I've never seen before. It's quite fast, furious, kind of aggressive, and it's something else, truly. We're still in the lead. 2012 at the moment. It's half time right now then?
It is, yeah. Yeah, they get 5 minutes at half time just to settle themselves down, put up a few shots to, just get their shooting arms back into action again, and then now they're off again. So
Steve Gill has just scored. Joined now by Ian Trott, the chairman. Doing really well today, aren't we?
Yeah, well, with 2 minutes to go, we've got 71-32, which is a fantastic scoreline for the Cobras.
That's brilliant. It's the final today, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. Our last home match of the season. It's been a good match today. The common sort of misconception of a lot of people that they think, wheelchair sport will be quite slow and boring, but it is actually very competitive, very fast, and we play to win. There's no two ways about it. It's a very competitive sport, and it's quite. And
at this level as well, it's national level now, isn't it?
Yeah, it's national level. We've got a couple of GB players now. We've got George Bates as GB junior player. Danny Higgins is in the top 20 of the GB juniors, and we've got Tash Davies down there, who's in the GB women's team. So
Are these guys going to go on to the Olympics?
Probably not this year, but we're looking for. Well, Tash might be in the Olympics this year in the Paralympics. Tash Davies for the women's GB team, but our juniors like George and Danny, we've probably been looking for Brazil 2016. Whoever else we can develop.
I noticed there's a range of ages, isn't there?
Yeah, a range of ages. It's it's all different disabilities, different ages, different genders. It caters for everybody. It's a fantastic sport, and you can also be able-bodied to play it as well. You can,
is there anyone in the team who is able-bodied?
Yeah, there's our current coach there, Matt Foden, our head coach. He's number 10. He's an able-bodied player. And George, who's just scored there, George Bates, he's what they call minimal disability. So he walks using a crutch. So there's ranges all the way through. So you can be minimal disability to play wheelchair basketball from 12 upwards. We're looking to get more juniors involved, and we've got a wheelchair basketball roadshow that goes out into the community and the schools to develop more players and get people interested in wheelchair basketball.
How long has wheelchair basketball been around for?
It started off in the 50s in America to get injured service personnel back into doing something active, and it started to develop in this country in the 80s, late 80s I think it was. It's been taken off since then. Now it's very, very popular. There's something like 80 clubs nationally. Very, very popular sport.
Do you feel that it doesn't have enough coverage at the moment?
No, its coverage is very limited, unfortunately, because it is a fantastic sport. You know, it tends to be the main sports of like football, rugby, cricket tend to hog all the coverage, and a lot of minority sports lose out. But
it was just by observing today, you can kind of like see the different personalities coming through and stuff, can't you?
Yeah, you can. You really can see the different personalities. It's fantastic to watch how the players fighting at so close quarters for the ball and for the win.
I'm looking forward to interviewing some of the players after.
That'll be great. We'll introduce you, we'll get talking to them, and hopefully next season we'll get a few more people down, spectators down. It's free to go and watch, and it's a great family entertainment.
The game has now finished, and it's home 73 and Guest 34. So the Cobras have thrashed them today. And now I am chatting to George Bates. Congratulations, firstly.
Thanks. I thought it would be a bit tougher game, but they had some key players missing. But good to finish on a win at the end of the season.
And you actually thrashed them today, though, didn't you?
It wasn't as easy. It wasn't as easy as it looked. It was still a tough game. We had a good offence, but our defence was a bit lacking. They shouldn't have got as many points as they did, but it was a lot harder than we sort of made it. The scoreline says it was.
So tell me more about you then. How did you get into this?
I was at hospital, and there was a Give It a Go day leaflet about 4 or 5 years ago, and I just came down and had a go. And I just carried on ever since.
The rest is history, eh?
Yeah, the rest is history.
And your coach was telling me you're one of the GB players as well?
Yeah, I try to be. Yeah,
very modest.
The season's over now, but I've got a couple of months still got to train, because we've got the Under-22 European Championships in a few months, so I've got to still keep training for that.
What would you say to people that don't know much about sort of wheelchair basketball?
I think it's just they'll probably think it's pretty slow and boring, but I think as you've seen today, it's quite pretty fast. People fall out quite a lot, and it's enjoyable to watch. So
I'm now speaking to Scott Keating.
My debut today, so it was quite good. It's a bit different to second team because it's a lot more intense and a lot faster, but yeah, I really enjoyed it. So yeah.
And what a fantastic first start, isn't it?
Yeah, brilliant. End of the season, so.
Here's to a lot more, yeah?
Hopefully, yeah.
And I caught up with Natasha Davies. You're actually playing for GB at the moment?
Yeah, I'm playing for the Great British Women's team that are going off to the Paralympics in London.
You'll be playing this year?
Well, I'm not sure yet. It depends on selections, which happen in a month's time, so I'll know after then.
That's fantastic. So did you used to play with the Cobras as well?
Yeah, well, I played for their first team and second team last season, and I'm playing for their second team this season.
How are you feeling about the Paralympics?
It's all really exciting. It's like so much hard work, but I'm quite a sort of younger member of the team, so and it's going to be like my first Paralympics, and it's such an amazing opportunity, and there's so many exciting things going on, especially it being in London as well. It's brought like so many opportunities for like clubs and and for the players.
So how did you get into all of this?
I started playing when I was 13, so many years ago now. I've been playing for about 7 years, but I started off just at my local club. Now I started trying like loads of different sports, and I came across basketball, and so I started sort of going once a week, and now I'm up at university up at Loughborough, so that's how I got involved with the Cobras up here. I've been playing with the Cobras up here.
Good luck for this year. And I caught up with Jig after the game. What position do you play?
I play point guard for Leicester Cobras.
You're sitting here, you think, wow, it's so amazing. But it must be quite hard work when you're up there.
It is very hard. We train hard as well. We train twice a week, 3 hours. So when it comes to the game time, play hard. I played 40 minutes non-stop, which is hard for me. But we have a young team, so I think we're going to be all right.
Quite a diverse team generally, isn't it?
Definitely. We got a youngster player, which Ross is not here. He's 14 only. Elliot just started playing, I think he's 12. And we got oldest player is in his 60s.
Seriously?
And we all have a different disability. I'm like, I have polio. George got something wrong in his hip.
And what would you say to everyone out there that hasn't been to see a wheelchair basketball game before?
Well, just come and have a go. Come and just watch us like you did today. And you yourself was surprised. At the same time, you enjoyed it. So if you're a disability, physical disability, and if you like to have a go at something different, that's what we're here for. And we can provide you a chair to kind of a go and see what's it like. For me, this is it. So I'm going to the pub now, get drunk.
And I caught up with the Steve Gill. Hello.
Hello there, how are you, all right?
Yeah, fantastic. You've had a brilliant game today, haven't you?
Yeah, fantastic. Brilliant end to a brilliant season, really, for Leicester Cobras. We pushed on a lot this year, a real lot.
So tell everyone out there, I mean, how hard is it out there?
Yeah, it is hard work, especially for, you know, some of the younger guys as well, some of the people that are moving up from a lower squad into our squad. Yeah. Very difficult, and like you say, with the added pressure of having people watching you, it really does pile it on. But it's an adrenaline game. Once you get out there, you seem to forget about that and just crack on, really. It's really good.
It's rather aggressive, isn't it?
It is rather aggressive. It's supposed to be a non-contact sport. You wouldn't think that, would you, the way we play? Yeah, it's a fantastic game. It really is an adrenaline rush, and lots of people can get out and do it, and that's why we enjoy going around schools and colleges showing them how to do it as well.
Get a bit nerve-wracking, people are watching, is that right?
Yeah, absolutely. It can be like that. You know, I'm not too bothered about it because I'm used to that now, but it's always nice to have that added pressure as well. It sort of makes you up your game a bit as well, so good.
So how did being in Big Brother change everything for you? Did it?
Yeah, it has really. Pretty much everywhere I go, everybody recognises me, which is quite bizarre. Obviously, I've got my own charity now, which is Barron Motorsports. So if you want to check that out, barronmotorsports.org.co.uk.
What is it like actually going in the house?
It's quite surreal, really. Talk about goldfish bowl syndrome. It is really that. But I think after the initial few days, and you sort of get to know some of the characters, probably people you wouldn't normally mix with in, you know, everyday life, which makes it quite different and sort of outside your box of thinking. But I think once you've been in there a few days, you get used to the cameras on you, and you get used to people who want to play up and not sort of be who they are, really. So I try to keep it real.
Would you say it's a good experience for you, or do you wish you probably hadn't done it, or how do you feel?
No, I don't think you can regret doing anything like that. I think it's fantastic. I went in there for a reason, to promote things, and it's helped that no end. So for me, it was a massive plus.
I love that about you. You're very straight talking. So I feel like I know you already.
That's funny, because when I'm out, like say we're down Foss Park or somewhere like that doing some shopping, everyone's like, "Oh, Steve!" And I have to stop and think sometimes and remember that I opened myself up to a lot of people coming to talk to me because of being on the TV. But
so how long have you actually been playing basketball for the Cobras?
I've been playing here for 14 years. I now coach the second team as well, and my team this year have done 10 out of 10 wins, top the championship. So yeah, we're doing really, really well.
That's fantastic. Thank you very much.
That's all right, cool. And we're always looking for sponsorship. So if there's anybody out there who can give the Cobras some sponsorship, that is always one of the things that's very, very difficult to get hold of.
And you've been listening to Tindy C from Radio Fox.